The universe doesn't send messages by accident. This video found you for a reason. There are moments in life when you feel a quiet, almost invisible shift within yourself. Everything around you appears normal. Your home, your job, the routines you've mastered, even the conversations that once brought excitement, now feel hollow. You go through the motions, but deep inside, a subtle unease gnaws at you. Something you cannot yet name whispers that the life you are living is no longer enough. Then, in the midst of this ordinary day, something extraordinary happens. A book falls into your lap, a video flashes across your screen, or a single sentence from someone else pierces straight into your chest. You don't know why, but it feels as though it was sent at the perfect moment. This is synchronicity, a concept Carl Jung spoke of. A meaningful coincidence orchestrated not by chance, but by the timing of your soul. When you are ready, the universe arranges signs to guide you toward awakening. This video is one such signal. It is not here to teach you anything new. It is here to awaken what you already knew, what you had buried under routine, distraction, and habit. If you are watching this now, know that it arrived exactly when you were meant to see it. There are moments in life so quiet, so subtle, that they almost feel like nothing is happening, yet everything inside you is shifting. You wake up one morning, and the room around you looks exactly the same as yesterday. The job, the relationships, the routines, all familiar. But within, a tiny crack has appeared, almost inaudible, like a whisper from the depths of your soul. This isn't enough. Something must change. You try to ignore it, maybe scroll on your phone, watch another video, or pretend the feeling isn't there. But every attempt only amplifies it. That whisper grows stronger. It pokes at your chest. It won't let you rest. This is the moment Carl Jung described as the first stage of individuation, when the outer shell of conformity begins to crack, and the soul refuses to live under the masks you once wore to be accepted. One part of you clings to the old safety, the familiar control, the strong persona everyone admires. But the other part, the real you, is restless, craving honesty, craving presence, craving freedom. This crack is not tragedy. It is life insisting on truth. And if you are watching this video right now, know that it arrived exactly when your soul needed it. Don't scroll away. Don't click elsewhere. Stay here. The next words will meet that crack, guide it, and show you what has been waiting for you all along. After the first crack appears, a new phase quietly begins. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention with drama or noise. Instead, it creeps into your life like a faint, persistent whisper that you can't ignore. You may still go to work, smile at friends, or follow your routines, but deep inside, something feels different, disconnected, unfamiliar, almost heavy. The exhaustion you feel isn't laziness. The emptiness isn't weakness. It's your soul speaking, trying to guide you back to what you've been avoiding. Carl Jung called this the uprising of the unconscious, the quiet insistence of the parts of yourself you've long buried. It seeps into your dreams, your moods, your silent moments. Sometimes you catch yourself staring into the mirror, noticing a subtle change in your eyes, a glimmer of recognition that you're no longer the person you thought you were. Many mistake this for a breakdown, but it's actually a breakthrough. The tension, the unease, the subtle panic, all signals that the old structures of your life are no longer enough. If you leave now, you'll miss it. Stay here. Every word, every pause, every story shared in this video is meant to meet this exact moment within you. Listen carefully, because your soul is calling. And if you answer, everything changes. As the soul speaks, it brings another companion, pain. But this pain is not punishment, not failure, not a sign that you've gone wrong. It is a threshold, a gate that must be crossed before deeper awakening can occur. Society has taught you to fear pain, to avoid it at all costs. Don't cry, don't hurt, don't feel too deeply. Yet Carl Jung insisted that suffering is the language of transformation. The soul uses it to strip away the illusions, the layers of pretense, and the false selves you've carried for comfort or acceptance. You may feel lost, weak, or empty, as though everything familiar has disappeared. But in reality, the old self is falling away to make space for the real you. The painter who could no longer create, the professional who no longer found joy in achievement. They were not failing. They were being purified. Every tear, every moment of silence, every pang in your chest is a messenger, a signal that the old must end so the new can begin. And if you leave this video now, you will miss the very guidance your soul is offering. Stay here. Lean into the discomfort. Listen closely. This pain is not your enemy. It is your gateway. After crossing the threshold of pain, a new awareness quietly emerges. You begin to notice the crowd around you, the friends, the co-workers, the familiar routines, and realize they no longer hold the same pull. What once excited you, what once felt safe, now feels distant. Not because you despise them, but because you see their influence on your life, the subtle ways they've shaped who you pretend to be. Carl Jung warned that the danger of modern life is conformity, the quiet surrender of your inner voice to the noise of the crowd. When your soul awakens, this conformity becomes suffocating. You may feel lonely in familiar places, misunderstood in conversations that once felt natural, disconnected from ambitions that once drove you. But this loneliness isn't punishment. It's the space your soul needs to expand. It's the quiet laboratory where your true self begins to take form. If you scroll past now, you miss the chance to recognize the subtle signs, the gentle nudges that guide you toward your authentic life. Stay with this moment. Lean into the silence. The crowd may continue its hum, but within that quiet, your inner voice is rising. And this is where your true journey begins. Leaving the crowd and seeing your authentic self is only the beginning. The hardest step comes now, the leap from the familiar false self to the raw, uncertain, real version of yourself. It sounds simple in words, but in practice, it can feel terrifying. Everything that once provided safety, habits, relationships, routines, the approval of others, now seems fragile or meaningless. The old self resists. It whispers, "If you reveal your truth, they will leave. If you stop pretending, you might lose everything." And yet, your soul insists. Carl Jung called this the psychic leap, a moment where you must choose honesty over comfort. You stand at the edge of fear, staring at uncertainty, wondering if you can survive without the old armor. Your heart may pound, your mind may scream, but inside, a deeper part of you is ready. Ready to live authentically, to embrace vulnerability, to shed the masks you've worn for decades. If you leave this video now, you will miss the guidance for this leap, the stories and insights that can make it less lonely. Stay here. Feel the fear. Let it be the signpost pointing to your real self. Your soul is ready. Are you? After taking the fearful leap into authenticity, the soul delivers its next lesson: total responsibility. No teacher, no book, no mentor, no video. Nothing from the outside can walk this path for you. Carl Jung emphasized that the bridge to your soul's awakening must be built by you alone. Every suggestion, guidance, or support from others is only a torch lighting the way. The crossing, however, is yours. At this stage, many fall into an illusion, waiting for someone to show the way, to rescue them from pain, to validate their choices. But the truth is profound and simple. You are your own savior. The wounded inner child may hope for external rescue, but real growth begins when you turn inward, take ownership, and embrace every choice as your own. A woman in Jungian therapy once realized that after spiraling through divorce, self-help books, workshops, and spiritual practices, the only transformation came the day she stopped looking outward and began listening to herself. Every journal entry, every quiet moment of reflection, every honest decision became the bridge to her authentic life. If you leave this video now, you'll miss these truths. Stay here. Absorb this. The power to cross your river of life already resides within you, and it is waiting for your acknowledgement. After all the cracking, the crisis, the fearful leap, and the radical acceptance of responsibility, something extraordinary happens. You stop searching. Not because you found something outside, but because you realize there was never anything missing. The endless pursuit, the striving, the comparisons, and the chase all dissolve. Carl Jung called this integration, the union of consciousness and unconsciousness, light and shadow, the self you've always been and the self you've been afraid to meet. You realize that life isn't about becoming someone better, someone more, or someone others admire. It's about returning to the wholeness that has always existed within. The quiet moments, once filled with restlessness, now feel like home. The chaos outside may continue, but inside, a deep stillness settles. You feel presence in every breath, mindfulness in every action, and authenticity in every interaction. The people who hurt or disappointed you still exist, but their actions no longer carry weight. You witness without judgment. You live without the constant need for validation. If you leave this video now, you'll miss the profound reminder that the answers you sought were never out there. Stay here. Absorb this. Your journey isn't about chasing life. It's about returning fully to yourself. If you followed this journey, you may now realize something profound. The video didn't find you by accident. Every crack, every whisper of unease, every moment of suffering, every leap you've taken in life has led you to this point. Carl Jung called these moments synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that occur exactly when your soul is ready. Perhaps this video isn't here to teach you anything new, but to remind you of the truth you already hold inside. Everything you need, courage, clarity, freedom, and presence, is already within you. And now, it is time to honor it. Take a deep breath. Feel your chest, your heartbeat, your awareness. Pause for a moment and acknowledge, I am ready to live truly. If this message resonates, share your experience in the comments, even one word, so that you not only commit to your own awakening, but also inspire others who may be silently seeking the same truths. Don't leave now. Stay with this feeling. Subscribe to witness more journeys that speak directly to your soul. Because the universe doesn't make mistakes. It sends exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. This is your signal. Your awakening is here. All that remains is to step fully into it.